The reason why these flirting techniques feel illegal is that when you understand how to use them properly, you become like an emotional drug dealer to women. But if you don't know how to flirt, your conversations with women probably suck, okay? You're probably giving girls compliment after compliment after compliment, and you're probably trying to impress the girl by bragging about logical facts of your life and like diminishing your value and just being super boring. And I don't want your guys' interactions with women to suck. I want you to actually succeed with women and in life. So, in this video, I'm gonna explain 3 of my favorite flirting techniques that create a playful and sexually charged vibe with women. I'm also gonna give you examples in the video, but at the end of the video, I have a gift for you. I'm gonna compile a list of these lines in a PDF document that you can download for free, print out, whatever you wanna do. No email address required. The first technique, and also my favorite technique, is called disqualification. So this is where you're pushing away the girl in a playful way, of course. And you're almost acting like you're breaking up with her before you guys have even started dating. So for example, let's say you're talking to a girl and she says she doesn't like coffee, but you like coffee. You could say something like, "Oh, you actually don't like coffee? Yeah, this is never gonna work out between us. Just get away from me now." Or let's say you're talking to a girl and you've already teased her that she's kind of trouble or she's kind of mischievous. You could say, "Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out. You're gonna corrupt me with that evil mind of yours." Now, what's incredibly important when you use these flirting techniques is that you need to let your emotions shine through when you're delivering them, because the same words can mean absolutely nothing or could mean something else depending on my tone of voice, depending on my facial expressions or my body language. So you don't want to deliver it like, "Oh, you don't drink coffee? Yeah, we could never be together." That doesn't elicit any sort of emotions, and it can actually seem creepy. And it's interesting, if you have the right energy, you have the right body language and expressions, you can honestly say very little and still elicit a lot of emotion from the girl. So for example, I'm talking to a girl and she says all that she does is study when I asked her what she does. And I'm like, "Oh, you're a nerd." See, that's all I said. I just said, "Oh, you're a nerd." But it's the way that I said it, and it's the way that I have my facial expressions. It's what's gonna do the trick, right? And it's funny, you actually don't need to say anything to disqualify the girl for some examples. I can honestly turn away. Like for example, let's say the girl tells me that she is a real estate agent. I can just be like, and do like this fake turn away for a second and then come back. So it's all about the energy going into this, guys. It's not about just saying the words. I really love this technique, especially on hotter women who are used to guys chasing directly after them and being super needy. But when I do it to a hotter girl, it shows that I'm not desperate. It shows that I have some balls and some value to push her away a little bit. And she also gets this mini rejection feeling, which oftentimes influences her to want to win over your validation and chase after you. Now, realistically, 95% of guys will never disqualify a girl even once in their life. They might disqualify a girl if she's like 300 pounds and walks up to him, but most guys are too lazy to have even learned this in the first place. And the remaining portion of guys, they pedestalize women so much that they won't even playfully push a girl away. Now, really quickly, guys, if you're watching this and you want to live a dating life of abundance, where you have the ability to create options, and you want to work with me directly one-to-one, click the link in the description and apply by booking a call with me. The second technique in this video is teasing and challenging the girl. This is like your bread and butter when it comes to flirting, but just like how guys are too afraid to disqualify the girl, most guys are too afraid to even tease women. And that's why a lot of their conversations end in them being in the friend zone. So teasing and challenging. This is just when you're essentially making fun of the girl or challenging her a little bit, but in a playful way. That's very key in this, is your delivery needs to be right. So here's an example. I'm talking to a girl the other day, and then she tells me that she doesn't have a car. So I tease her on it. I say, oh, I bet I'm gonna see you riding around town in like a unicycle or something. And this doesn't even make sense. This just came from the depths of my imagination, right? It's just random. But the girl, you know, she took it as a joke, and I got this girl's number later, and we're going on a date. I mean, it wasn't just that one flirting technique that did it, but it definitely helped, right? So a lot of guys are too logical. They think it needs to make sense. Like, no, tell the girl that you're gonna see her later riding around on a unicycle. It's almost like I'm calling her a clown. That's the funny part of it. Another example is I am somewhere in public with a girl, and then a Tesla Cybertruck drives by. And I'm like, wow, I really like those Tesla Cybertrucks. They look kind of cool. And she's like, I don't know, they're kind of like a flex. And so I tease her on the fact that she had a bunch of like Louis Vuitton and she was being a hypocrite. So I'm challenging her. Another way that you can challenge a girl is just by disagreeing with whatever they say or by calling them a liar on what they say. So let's say a girl tells you, oh, I'm a nurse. You could respond with, oh, I don't believe you. You're so full of shit. You're just sort of challenging, messing around with the girl a little bit. And this is really good because it almost brings the girl back to her youth. It gives her, you know, it brings down that mask of professionalism and being serious in the modern world. And it brings her back to being a girl again and displaying more feminine characteristics. And then it's also going to create a dynamic where she's messing with you back. So you have to be prepared for that and not be a little bitch and get defensive when she messes with you back. The next technique is called push-pull. This is where you say something positive to the girl, like a compliment, and then you say something negative, like a diss. Or you can switch those around if you want to. So for example, you tell a girl, you know what, you have a cute face, but you're trouble. Or you can say something like, you seem pretty smart, yet at the same time, I feel like you're one of those girls that has to use Google Maps to drive somewhere like 10 minutes away, and you've been there like 30 times already. And this doesn't even have to be in succession. You sort of want to have the push-pull dynamic throughout the entire interaction. So this can be saying a diss at one time, at another time saying something positive, but it seems to work pretty well when you do it in quick succession together. Now, doing push-pull isn't only a verbal technique, it's also a physical technique, and doing both is a lot more effective. So, for example, you might be acting like you're about to kiss a girl and then move to the side or just pull away really quickly. Or you might tell a girl that she's annoying while giving her a hug. So there's conflicting emotions there, and it's interesting. Another thing you might do is a girl tells you something about herself, and then you just act like you're about to walk away, and then come back really quickly, maybe give her a hug or something, or give her a high five. So when I first started learning about female psychology, and I heard guys saying that women like a roller coaster of emotions, I thought that this was just something they say to be polarizing and be a bit edgy online. I didn't realize that women actually enjoy this fluctuation of emotions. It makes things more exciting for them rather than if I was just the guy who's like positive, compliment, compliment. Oh, I like your shoes, I like your hair. You seem really cool, you seem really smart. There's nothing exciting about that, and it can honestly be fake a lot of times. So they enjoy it when you're positive and negative, as long as you're doing this in a playful way and you're having fun with it. You're not trying to deliver it in a way that's like a mechanical button push on the girl. Definitely try all of these out. And then once again, I'm gonna have a free list of lines that you guys can look at, and no email is required for that. But if you do want to take your dating life to the next level much quicker by working with me personally, make sure that you apply and book a call with me. That's all for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see y'all soon.